Today is September 22nd, 2023. Today is the day that I write two checks. Two. Peace. One of them goes to my lawyer. The other goes to restitution. This is Friday. We get donuts at Office Evolution. And I can get hot water. And it's going to get colder. Today I realized something about trading. And people talk about A+ trades. Okay, people talk about A+ trades. And people talk about C+ trades. So now what I have to identify is that I have to define a respected regions of interest. Now, when a stock reaches a certain point of interest, it behaves predictably. That's why it's called A+ setup. That's why it's a setup. So the stock moves to a certain location, whether it's on a 1-minute chart, 5-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, or a daily chart. If for some reason Apple drops 200 points, actually, it can't drop more than 200 points because it's not 200 points. Let's say it dropped 50% with no news whatsoever. What that means is that it has reached a region of interest. Of course, it could still go down. But let's say it has reached a point and it is exhibiting a particular characteristics of a reversion. Okay, it could spike down and spike back right back up, whatever it is, but you never know what that is. But let's say it has reached a specific point where there is a high volume of interest, a green candle that flips that situation. That creates a region of A+ setup or something else. So if there's no news and something like that happens, and if I catch that, that means it is a highly predictable situation where somehow some factors may have created that situation to occur in error. And that moves up. Okay, so that's one scenario. Now let's say the second scenario, that is an extreme case. Who knows what could happen? It could drop to 50. Who knows? If it dropped that much, it could drop to 50. So don't know what that could cause. So I'm also thinking in reversion mode. Now, if I were to think of it as a trade in which I clearly substantiate an A+ setup. A+ setup is essentially creating a system where the stock moves into a territory. It moves into a territory where it becomes predictable. Such as, in the olden days, the musket was not rifled and the ball was round and the accuracy was very low. That means that the projectile will move in a direction, but it'll veer. It has a region. It has a region of where the musket ball will land within a specific distance from the from the person who's aiming. Now, if the counterpart moves in a direction where it locks into the region of certainty, that means, or the white of their eye that comes over, that means that there is a higher accuracy. That's why the British people just stood in line, just formed a line, right? So the region of interest is essentially a point where the stock moves into a particular situation where I take it. I take the trade because it's a certain probability of the musket ball will splatter around. Okay, it has a particular region of impact based on the behavior of the rifle that I have. Okay, and the person, when it comes in, there's a certain probability, the high probability and the likelihood that the musket ball will hit its mark where the aim is placed. It is possible that there is a fly that entered into the musket that will move it into a different area, or there could be some sort of breeze faster than anticipated, or the temperature would cause the atmosphere to change in pressure that could cause, or there could be some elevation and visual impact that could cause cause the musket ball to move extraordinarily. So what that means is that there's a professional day trader he's a sharpshooter. He talks about that as well, right? So he knows how to aim. He knows how to pick a spot where he's an expert at and then take it. Take the trade. That's moving into a territory where it's an area where it's an A plus setup. It is controlling the environment. It is precisely adjusting the environment in order for me to put it into a setting where I have a advantage. Okay, advantage. I'm placing myself in a situation where I have the advantage, where the stock moves into a territory where I know where it's going to be. And this hockey player, Gretzky, he says, move to where the puck is going to be, not where it is. And when the 95% of people go to where the puck is, not where the puck is going to be.